Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Life Coaching Access. Today is the first day of the 11th month of the year 2020. It is a stormy Sunday, and many of us is struggling with internet connections, with electricity. Therefore, if you are able to connect like me right now and you're joining me for this Sunday afternoon, first Sunday of the month of November 2020, please say hello, leave your footprints, let me know where you're coming from, and let me know how things are in your place, in your location. It's a stormy Sunday, but I'm really glad that you can join me. I'm grateful that I can still come in, and you're joining me right now for my new time slot here in Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches, brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional certified life coaches by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. We are a bona fide, our institute is a bona fide institute for mental health, and the institute is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And with that, I'd like to take this moment to invite all of you. The pilot run of the mental health certification program of the institute is happening this coming December 5, 6, and 12. And so if you are one person who wants to advance mental health professionally, if you are one person who is an advocate of mental health and you want to have the credential, the training, and the backup of the community to advance mental health, either for your family or for your community, for your ministry, for work, then I invite you to get in touch with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for more information. We are giving a very, very, very good package for those who will jump into the certification program for life coach this November 26th. And if you want, okay, to being certified also in mental health, you're almost getting a 2 certification package for the price of almost 1. So just get in touch with Coach Rizal for you to get the informations that you need to process your registration. Life Coaching Access is our service to the community. And in this endeavor, we aim to help individuals like you to experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. If you want to know more about the profession that is now the second fastest growing industry in the world, and if you want to become like one of us, if you want to join us in our advocacy and in this miracle profession, yes, once again, get in touch with no other than our operations manager, Coach Rizal Sanchez, 0917-586-1661. I am Master Coach A for the way of the master, mastery with ease and grace. Your access with me last month was every Sunday at 3 p.m. And starting today, for the month of November, your access with me is every 4 p.m. Okay. For my segment today, okay, I will be sharing with you, excuse me, wealth mastery. Okay, this is actually episode number 5. Please tag along your friends, your relatives, the people you love, the people you know, to join in and to hop in our coaching conversations this afternoon, because I know that this will be a blessing to you, to your family, and to the people you love, the people you know. Let me take this moment, okay, fellow coaches, fellow change agents, thank you for joining me. It's a rainy and a stormy afternoon. I hope everybody is dry, safe, and you are going through a moment, a time wherein you're having a very good time with your family members. One of the things that I truly enjoy when the weather is, cold, and the weather, it's an opportunity to tuck in under the bed, the opportunity to slow down a bit, okay, and just really spend time, have a conversations, have a moment with your children, the people you love, okay. And in case you're staying alone, you have no one beside you, well, maybe this is the moment that you need to spend uninterrupted moment with yourself or get connected with God. All right, so, but for this hour, for this moment, hop in, join me until the end of the discussions, because I'm sure there are a lot of things that you're going to get from me today. For those of you hopping in and joining me for the first time, if you have been tagged to watch, to join this episode, if you are watching this on a replay, thank you so much for taking time. If somebody just shared and, invited you and say, hey, take a look at this video, this can help you. Thank you so much for saying yes. All right. So I'm a professional certified life coach. I am Master Coach A. You can check me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Adet Purto. That's my timeline. You're not gonna miss it. The cover photo is myself with my family. Okay, the profile pic is a white ribbon that signifies, all right, the death of my father from cancer. Okay, so, well, it's not recent. That's been over 2 years ago, but I choose to remember him because he's one of my greatest fan. Okay, so every time I would speak, every time I would share, every time I come up on stage and, educate people, help people, share, inspire, he would always be there. And therefore, in this season, I would continue to remember his goodness. He is also a man of service. And that is the reason why many of the things that you get to see in what I do, okay, in how I share things is because I was brought up by a man who is a man of service. That's his legacy. And so if you want to check my works, you can check Coach A page. Okay. This is the cover page, Coaching Mastery with Coach A. So I help individuals, especially those coaches and entrepreneurs who want to grow in the business of life coaching, who want to grow in the platform of coaching. I have my Coach A coaching community for those of you who wants to get involved, have a feel of how life coaching is. Maybe you're not ready to get to be a certified life coach yet, but you are thinking, or maybe you are one individual who needs coaching, or maybe you are just one person who's curious about what we do. Then hop in, check me out, check my fellow coaches in this community. There are real people, there are real superb, awesome individuals inside the community, and many of them right now you can find them in the chat box. So if you are watching right now live, okay, there are people in the chat box. These are fellow coaches, awesome people, great people of service, and I'm sure if you've got some needs in there, these people can help. You can get in touch with them directly, or you can find their works in this community. And oftentimes you get to see them wherever I am, wherever our community serve. These people are awesome in helping others like you. I am the global partner of the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, and you're watching right now inside Life Coach Philippines page. All right, so we do certification program first for life coach certification, life coach program, and right now we do certification program for mental health. That pilot run will is going to be on December. Okay, so if you visit our page right here where you're watching this, or maybe if you are watching this on a replay, I would really encourage you to hop in, check on Life Coach Philippines, follow us, like us, so that you become part of what we're doing, you become part of how we are advancing, and you become part of how we are helping other people's lives be transformed. All right, so as a global partner, our trust, our mission is to certify 1 million coaches globally. I am also the founder and the CEO of P165 Worldwide Food and Beverage Unlimited Corporation, operating as Decaf Coffee Republic. You can see that now on the screen. Our operations is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because of COVID. But as a coaching hub, we continue to operate 24/7. It means that we continue to provide service, coaching service on demand. So just in case if you need some help, you need some support, you need, especially during this time that there are a lot of mental health, mental issues, mental concerns that really troubles many people, our loved ones. If it's not you, people then get in touch with us, and we're operating physically 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But virtually, you can get in touch with us 24/7, and definitely you are assured that a certified life coach will be with you and will be attending to your needs. Okay, so fellow coaches and entrepreneurs, please tag a friend. Okay, let us know where you're coming from. Leave your footprints. And as I begin this afternoon, let me know what comes to your mind. What is your thoughts? What is your narrative? What is your idea when you hear the word wealth? Okay, what comes to your mind? What is your mental picture of wealth? Okay, so come on now, hop in there. Let me know. Okay, type in what to you is wealth. Okay, so what is a picture? If you can give an image, if you can give a representation of what wealth to you, then that would be great. Okay, Coach Marine, okay, said, I'm watching from Antipolo. I can see the couple, Coach Sean, Coach Teen. Okay, the couple from Pasig City. All right, so Coach Greasy, okay, Coach Greasy, are you back in Bataan? I hope everything is well with you out there. Nords, okay, present. Okay, so Benguet, okay, Baguio, the northern part. I hope everyone is doing very well. Okay, so Coach Lynn said, wealth, money, possession, health. Okay, so drop in your notes, your comments, so that there's something that you can get back and refer back as we go through the conversations this afternoon. Coach Candy Teng, okay, coming in, sabi niya, from Quezon City. Okay, now, wealth. Okay, so be intentional. Okay, get your pack my bag moment. Okay, so this is not the you vacate and you leave me alone here, but pack my bag moment is your intentionality to get something out of your time being spent here in the digital space. So this hashtag Pack My Bag moment is in remembrance, in honor of those days where we can attend workshops, seminars, classes physically, and we're there. Normally, it's one day, 3 days, and then at a certain point in time, the teacher, the guru, the speaker will say something, and you just feel so full after that, and you get to see. In my case, I would say this is what I paid for. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I can pack my bag and I can go home. So this is something that I'm sharing with you, so that even if this is a digital space and obviously there's nowhere you can go, or even if you're going around, some of you could be driving, or some of you could be on a travel right now. You put on your earphone, your headphone, and you're listening for me. Obviously, you're not going away, but it means that we are very intentional to get something from the discussion this afternoon, which I truly appreciate. If you can share it down below, and please put some context into it when you share your hashtag Pack My Bag moments. Of course, there's a lot of speakers, there's a lot of training and talks that we do. I would really appreciate if you add also hashtag life coaching access, so that we know exactly, okay, and we can have a reference where you got that particular insight of yours. All right, so we've been talking about mastery. Okay, so this is mastery. Okay, the way of the master. Obviously, we've been talking about mastery, and for the last 4 episodes, I've been nailing down on the 10,000-hour rule by Malcolm Gladwell. I'm not sure if you are familiar, okay, but the rule speaks, just in case you're joining me for the first time, that for you to master anything, it would require you 10,000 hours. And so if you break it down, assuming you will do this thing that you want to master 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that would require you 52 weeks or 4.8 years. Okay, so is this a fact? Is this a fiction? Of course, many people debate on this. Okay, and my take on here is this. Okay, what is really mastery? Okay, so more than the number of hours, my take is that it is what you practice and how you practice that will ultimately lead you to mastery. Okay, so you could dedicate 10 hours a day in a particular field, in a particular discipline, but if you lose the essence of what is it that you are truly practicing and how you are practicing it, definitely you're not going to lead to the mastery that you desire. Okay, so is it the what, okay, and the how? And know this, if you focus only on the amount of time spent, like the 10,000 hour rules, okay, and not the quality of that practice, then your practice may not be helpful at all, or it will not lead you to the kind of mastery that you desire. So, I don't want to refute. I don't want to say that it's a myth. I don't want to say that it's not, it's not something that's working. I know people, I know some colleagues of mine who is really a follower of Gladwell, who really subscribe to the 10,000 hour rules. Okay. But what I'm trying to give you here is really the quality. Okay, the quality of the way you practice, the what and the how. Okay, next, okay, is you need to consider the foundation of your practice. If you want to master something or become a master in one field or discipline, it is truly essential that you know not only what you are to master and how to master it, but who you will learn from it. Who will you learn how to master it, and why? It is very essential. I'm a certified life coach for over 3 years right now, so I consider myself very new in the profession. But the kind of results, the kind of progress that I'm getting, it's not a typical of a 3-year-old person in the profession. So this is not typical. Okay, so the way I achieve, the way I run my profession, the way I achieve my results, the way I progress, it's not typical. Why? Because from the onset of learning how to coach, from my certification, from the very start, I have committed that I will learn from the best. I will learn from the gurus who's been in the industry for quite some time. Okay, not only in numbers of years, but people who share the same value, the same core values that I have, people who care for the things that I truly care as well. So from the beginning, I have decided who I will learn from, and I'm blessed. Okay, I made the right choices, and I continue to do the right choices right now. I continue to learn from people in the industry. Okay, not the typical people who's in the social media, not the typical people who's celebrity material, but these are real people who's really into their craft, who's really into life coaching, the very thing that I want to nurture my profession. So I am a subscriber, I am a follower of what I'm sharing with you in terms of mastery. Okay, so finally, I'd like you to know that yes, there are many gurus, subject matter expert or SMEs, people who've been there, done that. Therefore, the questions would always be, who will be our master? Who will be your master when we want to master something? So who will be ultimately, who's the master here? So in this, therefore, okay, in this segment in this segment of mine in Life Coaching Access, I want to journey with you in the way of the mastery with ease and grace, and we will be learning from the greatest book of all time, the scripture. So mastery, the way of the master, it's not my way. It's the way that I'm learning. It's the way that I'm subscribing to. It's the way that I'm obedient to. It's the way that I'm humbly submitted to. It's the way of my master. His name is Jesus. Okay. And the rules, the guidelines, the key points are all found in the scripture, which is very much available to you. So everything that I've been sharing with you from week 1, okay, from episode 1, now we're down to episode 5. All of this is available in the scripture. You can find this, you can cross-reference, and I hope you'll learn. You'll learn with me as I journey, okay, in the mastery of life with ease and grace. What is wealth? So that was my question earlier to you. What was wealth? What is wealth? Wealth is a sustainable accumulation of resources and possessions of value. Let me repeat that. Wealth is a accumulation, a suitable, okay? It's a suitable accumulation of resources and possessions of value. Suitable, you accumulate it, okay? Resources, but you accumulate you accumulate the resources and possessions of value. Many people accumulate things not of value. Okay, so when we talk about wealth in this context of our discussion in terms of mastery, we're talking about the accumulation of resources and possessions that is of value. Okay, so who is wealthy? Are you wealthy? Okay, are you wealthy? So let me know in the chat box if you are wealthy. Okay, let me know. Hop in there and say I'm wealthy. Okay, or I'm in the process of becoming wealthy. Okay, well, what is it that you think? Where are you right now in your stage, in your state of living? Okay, one is wealthy to the extent that the person has sufficient food, okay, of good quality, clothing appropriate to keeping cool or warm, okay, and shelter for protection from the elements. In modern economy, this definition is often extended to include access to safe and reliable transportation and communication that enables one to work. Wealth includes adequate physical possessions to live and flourish as a human being created in the image of God. And it also requires a specific heart attitude toward the purpose of the possession. That is a person who is wealthy. Okay, so let me repeat that. One is wealthy to the extent that the person has sufficient food of good quality, clothing appropriate to keeping cool or warm, and shelter for the protection from the elements. In our modern economy, this definition is often extended to include your access to safe and reliable transportations and communication that enables one to work, enables you to work. Wealth includes adequate physical possessions to live and to flourish, which is really my favorite part as a human being created in the image of God. And it also requires a specific heart. Remember, it requires a specific heart toward the purpose of the possessions. You are wealthy if you possess this kind of heart, okay, towards your possession. If you are connecting, let me know in the chat box, okay? So I can hear some fellow wealthy coaches here and entrepreneurs. Yes, let me know if you feel and you are accepting and you are feeling right now that I am worthy, that I am worthy of the wealth. And so I can say, I am wealthy, okay? What constitutes a person's basic needs has changed throughout history. Okay, which is really something that you have to refer back. Okay, and these very needs vary widely from locations to locations. So depending where you're living, okay, culture to culture, and tribe to tribe. Um, but the key for today's Christian, okay, well, don't get me wrong, okay, when I say Christians here, okay, I'm not referring to the Christian community, meaning the born again Christian. I am referring to the followers of Jesus, the followers of Christ. So whether you're a Christian, you're a Catholic, or you're born again Christians, you're a Catholic, or you're not part of any church, but as long as you're believer of Christ, okay, so that's what I'm trying to refer here, okay, is to know if God has given you, okay, so what is it for you, okay, if you have a relationship, if you know Christ, okay, what is it for us is to know, okay, to know if God has given us the basics of what we need, all right, what we need to live and flourish, to live and flourish. It means to live and to bloom as a human being. Then you are wealthy by God's standard. Wealthy in the sense of being materially equipped to pursue a fruitful life in the world God created. Oftentimes in the Bible, you will see wealthy and rich, richness and wealth interchangeably used. But if you go deeper into that, you will see that the way the wealthy or the wealth, the rich and the richness is used, okay, is in the context of who's using it. All right. So uh, there was this passage, okay, you can refer back, you can check this in the scripture, where It spoke of the rich man, okay, rich ruler, versus this Lydia, this woman, okay, who gave her possessions and everything. So you would see the reference in there that it's how the use, okay, the use of the material possession, the use of what they own, okay, that spell the difference if they're rich or they're wealthy. So in this particular case that we are talking about, in this mastery of wealth, we're talking about, do you have, okay, did God give you the basics? Did God provided you with the basics of what you need to live, to flourish, to bloom? Okay, as a human being, as a person, not just an animal, not a reptilian, not a mammalian, but really a human being. Okay, then you're worthy, but you're worthy of being called wealthy because you're wealthy by God's standard. Okay, and the wealth here is in the sense that you are materially equipped to pursue a fruitful life in the world God created. Well, oftentimes I've seen my professions allow me to work with people with 7 digits in the bank, all right, billionaires, and I'm grateful for that. I am able to work with them. Okay, I'm a business consultant because before I become a life coach, and therefore it's common to see a bank account on 7 figures. Okay, so well, of course, if it's in dollar, it's gonna be hitting the eight figure mark. Okay, multiple 7 figures is a common thing to see. But you know what? To me, that's not wealth. Okay, don't get me wrong, because this is the way I see wealth. Okay, that I am equipped. Okay, I am equipped to pursue the fruitful life that I know I'm called to do. Okay, so I am wealthy because it's not how many digits, how many figures I've got, although I'm very blessed at this moment in time, but that's not the gauge of wealth. The gauge of wealth is, do you have what it takes today to pursue a fruitful life? Do you bloom? Do you grow? Do you thrive? Do you have fruits? Okay, do you have fruits? Okay, and are you in control of your life that you're able to pursue that kind of life that God created for you? Because you are set apart for God's purpose. You are set apart to fulfill, accomplish something in this world. So the question is, are you able to pursue that? Okay, so let me know if you are claiming and you are saying, I'm worthy, I am wealthy, I'm worthy to be called rich. No, you are worthy to be called wealthy. You are worthy to claim that. All right, so you could be rich, okay, with all your material possession, but like, I want you now to reflect on, do you see yourself wealthy? Do you see yourself worthy of the wealth that the Lord, that the God we serve have entrusted to you, so that you can pursue your kind of life, the kind of life that you are passionate about, that passion that you have, that's inside your heart. It was God who breathed it into you. So that's the question. Are you worthy to be called wealthy? Okay? Are you worthy to stand up and say, hey, I don't care if you've got 6 figures, 7 figures in there, I am wealthy. All right? So let me know if you are wealthy. Okay, who are the wealthy people in the house right now? Let's talk about wealth mastery. And as we talk about wealth mastery, I want you to dive in with me, journey with me as we take a look at the earth. The earth. Mhm. So, the earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun and is the largest of the terrestrial planets. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system not to be named after a Greek or Roman deity. The Earth was formed approximately 4.54 billion years ago and is the only known planet to support life. Okay, so if you want to understand wealth, okay, let me share with you a couple of facts about the Earth, and I'm sure you'll get to understand how I see wealth And maybe as I share it with you, you will start feeling how wealthy you are and how capable you are to pursue that kind of life, okay, that God have set you apart to live, okay, regardless of the number of zeros in your bank account right now. Fact number one, oh, by the way, if you are connecting, I would truly appreciate if you tell me I am connecting coach. Nords is here, okay? She's into financial planning, she's into financial education. Nords, I truly want to know if I am connecting with you, all right? So let me know, okay? So I've got people I truly admire and people I really look up to, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So let me know if you are connecting. Let me know if this is making sense to you, all right? Journey with me. Fact number one, the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Okay, so okay, if you want to know where I got the references, okay, there's a link in down below that you can check on. So you know that I would always say that I don't like science. Okay, ask me any questions, but not science. But you know what? Life coaching is also a science. So yeah, I realize it's not that I don't like science. Okay, wow, I hope my teachers are watching me right now. I'm sorry to all of you, but I think it was just like I didn't have a very good experience with my teachers way back, okay, in the field of science. But truth of the matter, I am one person who's interested with how science is applied in real life. All right. So the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing, and this deceleration is happening almost imperceptibly at approximately 17 milliseconds. Ang galing, di ba? Nakaka-nosebleed. Okay, per 100 years, although the rate at which it occurs is not perfectly uniform, this has the effect of lengthening our days. But it happens so slowly that it could be as much as 140 million years, my gosh, before the length of a day will have increased to 25 hours. So until today, 24 hours pa rin po tayo, right? Kasi nga daw sobrang bagal. Okay, Coach, so what does it got to do with, okay, oh, Coach Sherry Minas is here. Okay, so mga in love sa science in there, come on now, the engineers in the house. Yeah, I know you love science. Okay, so help me out in here. If you can connect with me with the facts that I'm sharing with you, hop in there, share the facts in about the earth, and you would see how it's truly connected and with so much semblance, okay, when you talk about wealth. Okay? So sabi niya dito, the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Do you realize how slow wealth can rotate? Oh no, coach, it's fast. No, it's slow. You know what? God said, all right, the blessings of fourth generations. If you the curse of fourth generations and the blessing of the 100 generations. So imagine if you do something right now, it will trickle down to the 100 generations. And if you do something that's not really right with your finances, with your it would trickle down to the fourth generations. Matagal yun. Imagine that. Okay, in the same token, you've got to see that the quality of life that you desire will not happen overnight. It will take time. Of course, it might not take 150 million years, okay? But it would take time to rotate. All right? The quality of life that you want to live does not happen overnight. All right, you are a product, okay, up to the 100 generations, okay, to the 100 levels of blessings, okay, of the people who lives before you, your ancestors. But you are also a product, and you are also affected to the fourth generations of the curses. You just imagine how it would travel the blessings and the curses in your life. So the wealth, okay, the kind of life that you're living right now don't happen overnight. Okay, the way it rotates is gradual. The way it moves, okay, is gradual. Yes, it takes time, Coach Sherry. So you don't say, all right, I've done things right now. I told why it's difficult, why it's hard, why I did this, da, 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 and you have all your complaints. You know what? The earth don't complain. It just just rotate. Well, Maybe we're no longer here when it reached 25 hours per day. Yeah, many of you would complain, many of us complain, oh, the 24 hours is not enough for us to do the things that we want to do. Well, we just have to submit to it that it would take 140 million years before the 24 hours becomes 25 years. At 25 hours, there's nothing we can do. But guess what? Okay, with the pandemic, oh, it slowed down everything. Okay, but we still were not able to do and accomplish the things that we want to do. It means it's not about the time. It means as well, all right, regardless of the 24 hours, 25 hours, 23 hours, 22 hours, doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how much wealth you have right now. The question is much are you using that wealth for God's purpose in your life? All right. And if you want to track back a bit, do you see that you are wealthy and you are worth of that wealth? Because oftentimes you are wealthy, okay, you have it, but you're not using it. Your talent is wealth, by the way, and you're not using it because you feel that, oh my gosh, there's the word gestation. Okay, I love it. Okay, I thank you, Coach Cherry Minas, for helping me out on that, right? So it's not. Okay, so it's not gonna happen overnight. Yes. Okay, next. Fact number 2. The earth was once believed to be the center of the universe. I remember that. Due to the apparent movements of the sun and the planets in relations to their viewpoint, ancient scientists insisted that the earth remained static, while other celestial bodies traveled in circular orbits around it. Eventually, the view that the sun was at the center of the universe was postulated by Copernicus, though this is not also the case. So, what would I tell you at this moment in time? Is the earth or the money or the wealth or your richness the center of your world? No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah. Wealth is not the center. Wealth is a tool. Wealth is a resources. But your life, it's your life that is more valuable. It's not the center. It is your purpose. If you operate with your purpose, if you operate in your calling, provisions will come, resources will come. Because it has been provided. In the mountain of the Lord, it shall be provided. Maybe you are in the wrong mountain. And you're thinking that, your life is revolving around the wealth that you can see in other people. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah. Maybe it's time for you to see, where are you right now? Are you in the mountain of the Lord, where it shall be provided? Or you are in the mountain, but you keep running away from the mountain. You keep going down. You're up in hill there, and you're almost at the top of the mountain, and you feel, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so scared, and all of these things. Okay, I couldn't hear anymore. Have you ever been on the top of the mountain? All right, so it's difficult to hear, right? So, and you stop. You say, God, I can't hear you. Well, God is talking. You're just so noisy. Okay. So, God will provide in his mountain. If you are in another mountain, you're not going to get the provision, because the provision is in the mountain that the Lord have already prepared for you. Fact number 3, the earth has a powerful magnetic field. Ganda, di ba? This phenomenon is caused, by the nickel-iron core of the planet coupled with its rapid rotation. This field protects the earth from the effects of the solar wind. All right. So, magnetic field. The earth has a powerful magnetic field. And that's how wealth is to you. Yeah. It has so much power. It has so much magnet. It's so attractional. Okay. But this field also protected from the effects of the solar wind. So you can be magnetized, you can be lured, you can be looking, okay, at wealth. But that wealth is protected. That's why if you look at wealth as just represented by money, you pursue that, put your eyes on money, before you know it, gone with the wind, money gone. Have you ever thought of that? Why it seems that money is so elusive? Now you have it, now in a little while you don't. Have you ever wondered? Okay, that's how it is with money. Okay, fact number 4. Are you still connecting with me? Hello, Coach Anthony Fernandez. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Okay, if you are connecting, fellow coaches and entrepreneurs, let me know. Okay, let me know if you are connecting with me. I'm now on fact number 4. Okay, the Earth is the densest planet in the solar system. This varies according to the part of the planet. For example, the metallic core is denser than the crust. The average density of the Earth is approximately 5.52 grams per cubic centimeter. I don't know if you can connect with that, but all I wanted to tell you, okay, that the Earth is dense. Okay, it's the densest, okay, planet in the solar system. In the same token, that's wealth. Wealth is dense. All right. If you take a look at your life, okay, of the things that you are lured, that you are attracted to, that you are, that you are pulled, wealth is so dense. It's so compact. Okay. So you've got it. Okay. You've got so much in there. There's so much in the wealth that you're looking to. Okay. Your dreams, your passions, your relationships. All right. The way you look at God, the way you look at yourself, everything in your life, okay, it's so dense, it's so compact, all right, there's so much in there. But you see, as the Earth is the densest, that is also the reason why there is so much rock. Okay, the Earth is so rocky because of it is so dense, the densest planet in the solar system. Hence, all right, if you put your life on center on the wealth that you've got, the wealth that you see, especially if you have a wrong notions and interpretations or valuations of wealth, then drum roll, expect life will be rocky for you. Because wealth, like the Earth, is also dense. It's compact. It's pull back. And there is so much rocks into it. In fact, number 5, my favorite. Okay. Fact number 5 is my favorite. Okay. The Earth is the only planet not named after a god. Small letter G. God. The other 7 planets in our solar system are all named after the Roman gods or goddess. Okay, you talk about Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn were named during the ancient times because they were visible to the naked eye. The Roman method of naming planets were retained after the discovery of Uranus and Neptune. Wealth is defined only by God, capital G. You can't define it. It is Him who have defined it. You can tweak it all you want. You can put different values into it. You can put different interpretations to it. But wealth belongs to God. He defines it. He names it. He puts value into it because He is the source of that wealth. Wealth is from Him. You can get money from wrong sources. You can get money through the ways of the enemy, through the ways of the darkness, but you're not getting the wealth. because wealth is not under the deity, it's not under the goddess, it's not under any superstitious belief. Wealth is from God. He holds it. Deuteronomy 8:18. It is God who gives us the ability to produce wealth. It is Him. No one else. No other gods can give it. Just like the earth, it cannot be named. It's not named any other goddess or gods. And we've got instructions, okay, from 1 Timothy 6:17 to 18. Command those who are rich in this planet world not to be arrogant nor to put their hope in their wealth. It means that you are rich and you have wealth. Yes, that's right. Which is so uncertain. But to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. And so, how to master it? How do we master wealth? Don't be arrogant. For in Deuteronomy 8:18, Moses reminds us, remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. By the way, this is my life verse. Oftentimes, before I would say that I have a Midas touch. Whatever I touch turns to gold and flourish, until a man of God spoke to me and said, remember, 8:18, it is God who gives you really the ability to produce wealth. It is not that Midas touch. It is not that any other talisman or what. It is God. Don't put your hope in your wealth. Proverbs 23:5 says, cast but a glance at riches, and they're gone. This is what I was sharing with you earlier. For they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. They'll be gone. A good job or business and its steady earnings can be here today and gone tomorrow. And we've seen that. Great businesses, lucrative businesses, multi-billion businesses are closing shops right now because of the pandemic. Nobody was able to stop the pandemic. And nobody was able to say, I am in control of my wealth. No one else. It's God. Be rich in good deeds. A good deed is free and voluntary act of service toward another person. Doing good deeds for others is the fruit of your salvation in Christ Jesus. Ephesians 2:10 tell us, for we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works. We don't do good works simply because we are blessed. Or we don't do the works, we don't give because we are already blessed. Or we want to be blessed. To begin with, that's our identity. Okay? So you don't say, I'm going to give to the poor. Okay? So let me clear that. You don't say, I'm going to give to the poor. I'm going to give to the charity so that I can be blessed. To begin with, we are already blessed. We are already wealthy. That's already our identity. And we are created to do good works. If you are a father, a mother right now, I truly encourage you to look into this. Because I'm grateful that my father did. You know, he didn't leave me any will and testament. He didn't give me any house. He didn't give me nothing at all. My father didn't leave me a fortune. Not at all. But he left me very wealthy. His legacy of service left me with so much wealth, that it just continued to overflow. And that allows me to live the kind of life that I'm living today, because that man knew what wealth is. And it was displayed. It was put into action in the manner he would serve other people. And that legacy is what I'm holding today. That's what is allowing me to be who I am today and live the kind of life that I enjoy today. And that's the same inspirations I have today. I am blessed to see a man who have a legacy of service. And so I have a model. And if you don't have that kind of model, then you can be that model for your children. Serve. And that legacy of service is going to leave a big fortune for your children. It's going to leave a big, 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 like unimaginable wealth that will not run dry for the children, for the kindred, for the next generations of yours. Be generous and willing to share, for generous people are synergistic. They build organizations and contribute to the success of others. Think about it. Who wants to do business with someone who only takes? Let me repeat that. Who wants to do business with someone who only takes? This is a time of the world that you have to be mindful, you have to be intentional, and you have to delicately look into the people you are allowing in your space. Look for generous people in deeds, in action, not only by words. Look for people who cares for others like you want to be cared for. Run away from people who speak highly of themselves alone and put themselves in the pedestal that as if people below them is not worthy of their help. It's not worthy of the kind of life that they enjoy. Tomorrow may never come for you and me. And what you do today is what will matter to the people that will be left behind. We are all worthy of the wealth that the Lord have entrusted to us. The only question is, are we becoming the steward He called us to do? If you cannot be trusted with little, you cannot be trusted with much. Faith is not knowing what the future holds, but knowing who holds the future. It doesn't matter how much you can see in the physical realm, the wealth that is entrusted to you. What matters most is for you to know who holds the wealth. It's God. He holds the future for you and me. And if we remain in the center of His will, if we remain in our calling and pursuit of our mission and purpose, then nothing is going to be withheld from you and me. And so I invite you to stay connected, to have a conversations with me. You know what? God shows no favoritism. God gives freely, but of course He takes freely as well. But what He can give to me, He can give to you. What He can give to the people you're looking up to, can give to you. Because He shows no favoritism. And all of the things that you need is waiting for you. And if you are in a season of your life that you are not partaking, you are not enjoying, and you can't even see the wealth that is given to you, let's have a conversations. That's going to be the sweetest conversations we can have. And I'm excited to journey with you and allowing you to see how wealthy you are. If you have questions, I ask you to send me a message. I look forward to our next episode next week. We will continue with the way of the master, mastery with ease and grace. And as I end today's episode, let me invite you to visit Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub. We are located at Pioneer Center, commonly known as PC. We are along Pioneer Road, corner Brixtons and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, just across Bayanihan Center. We are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But virtual operations, it means our coaching services on demand is continuously on a 24 by 7, even on a stormy weather, on a stormy days like today. We are offering coaching services on demand. We offer discovery calls. We offer strategy calls. If you need help, you're not alone. Help is available. Just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. Let me know if this episode helped you. Let me know if this episode connected with you. Let me know how else we can journey together so you continue to gain mastery of wealth. You get the blessing in use productively, and you become a blessing even more to more and more and more individuals. I look forward seeing you at DCAP Corporate Republic. I look forward for you blessing our coaching hub, for your orders, for your food takeaway, for your takeouts, for your delivery. Please bless us. Why? We want to be part of your growth. We want to be part of your home. We want to be part of your office. We want to be part of your ministry. Allow us to serve you. Just get in touch with Coach Rizal. Better yet, visit us one of these days and partake the joy, partake the peace, enjoy the place which God have entrusted to us. It is not for us. It is for all of you. And we're waiting for your visit. I hope to see you soon inside Coach A Coaching Club opening this coming January 2021. This is the premier group for coaches and entrepreneurs. I hope to see you in one of my certification classes. And if you just have a conversation, you just want a conversations with me, catch me up one of these days at DCAP Coffee Republic. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next Sunday, 4 p.m. Same day, same time. Love and boom, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know in the chat box your comments, your pack my bag moment. I would truly appreciate hearing from you. Good day, everyone. Stay safe, stay dry. I love you all. Love and boom. Bye-bye. See you next Sunday. Have a great day.